Kamaganisa, welcome on YouTube channel of SMS Defense Academy. Yesterday we discussed about longitude and latitudes, and today we discuss about the topic concept of time, which is very important topic according to the NDA and CDS examination. Yesterday we discussed that time is decided by longitudes, not latitudes, right? So today we are going to discuss the topic concept of time. This is the very important topic according to the ND examination. What decides the time factors? Earth rotate from west to east. Yes, we know that Earth rotate from west to east. So yesterday we discussed that 0 degree longitude which passed from Greenwich city of London, and 180 degree. You know that 360 longitudes exist on Earth. So 0 degree longitude and 180 degree longitudes are opposite each other, right? For example, this is Earth. So if this is 0 degree meridian, then the 180 degree meridian is in the opposite direction of the 0 degree meridian. Because overall, if 360 degree meridian exists, then 0 degree and 180 degree meridians are opposite to each other. So 180 degree meridian, which is known as international dateline. Prime meridian is 0 degree. Yesterday we discussed 24 hours is duration for 360 degree meridian, because right now we are going to discuss that there are total 360 meridian and we know that there are 24 hours. So if we divide 360 by 24 hours, then we get that 4 minutes are needed to cover 1 degree longitude. Yes, what I want to say, if we cover 1 degree longitude, then in the concept of time we cover 4 minutes, right? 4 minutes are needed to cover 1 degree. For example, the longitude of some place is 30 degree, right? 30 degree east. If we reach to 31 degree east, then it takes 4 minutes. This is the concept of time. Means 4 minutes are needed to cover 1 degree longitude, right? Places at the east are ahead than places of the west. What is this? Understand with the simple example. India's longitude is 82.5 degree east, and our Indian standard time is GMT plus 530. What it reveals? Indian standard time is plus 530 from Greenwich mean value time. It means places at the east are ahead than places of the west, because India's longitude is 82.5 degree east, therefore it is ahead. That's why we added plus 530, because Earth rotates from east to west. Every country has its different time zone. Yes, we know that every country has its different time zone, and some countries have 5 to 7 time zones. Russia has, I think, around 7 time zones. But India has only 1 time zone, because if expand of longitude is wider, then more time zones are required for a country. The India's longitude is from 68 degree 7 minutes to 97 degree 25 minutes. Forwards for sometimes 25 and 6, 7. So the major longitudes of India is 68 to 97 degree longitude. Previously we discussed that 4 minutes are needed to cover 1 degree longitude. So for covering 68 to 97, it takes around 2 hours. Just imagine that is 67. From 67 to 97 means the gap of 30 degree longitude to cover India from east to west. So 30 degree multiplied by 4, that is 120 minutes. That's why we said that from east to west, the time difference between India's east and west is 2 hours, approximately 2 hours. Yes, it is demanded by a lot of people that India must have 2 time zones, but right now India exists only 1 time zone. Yes, it is definitely I support that the India must have 2 time zones. But what is the problem? Problem is that some not well educated people not understand these things. Why? Because if travel by flight from east to west, then they are confused that what happens if India develops. Then in future definitely we can use two time zones in India, but right now only one time zone is sufficient. So today we discuss about the concept of time, that 4 minutes are needed to cover 1 degree longitude, and time is around all about the longitude. International deadline is known as 180 degree meridian, that is called international deadline, and prime meridian, which is 0 degree, passes from the Greenwich, London, and India's time zone, Indian Standard Time, is 82.5 degree east. And we discuss about the point that places at the east are ahead than the places of the west. Therefore, India's time is GMT plus 5:30. Why plus? Because places at the east are ahead than places of the west. So today we discuss about the concept of time. Thanks. Subscribe SMS Defense Academy's YouTube channel. Dhanyavad.